Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am finally here to answer your questions about my BBL Colombia journey, and it's been pretty interesting to say the least, just because I feel like my body's changed so much, like from when I was there till now, and it's only been a little over 2 months, so I can only imagine what my body's gonna look like in 6 months. I'm just gonna go through all the questions that I had posted, that people asked me through Instagram. Was it expensive, and what was the cost, and why Colombia? So Colombia, I just felt like they're just, known for BBLs. Like, I feel like Colombian women always have nice bodies, even if they had work done, and I just was stuck on Colombia. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it there. And I feel like you get your money's worth when you leave the country versus staying in the US. What was the cost? So my quote was for $4,950. That does not include your flight. However, it includes your medications, anesthesiologist, all that stuff. And on top of that, the recovery house, they gave me a, one of those like package deals if I stayed at their recovery house. So I just went with that because I just felt like it was easier. I didn't have to worry about trying to get to and from the appointments and then staying alone, medications and stuff like that. So I got 10 free nights, and then I had to pay for the 3 days that you're required to be in Colombia ahead of time. Because of COVID, and me and the 7 other girls, or 5 other girls, we were the first round of international patients coming in. So he wanted us to be there 4 days in advance on top of the 3. So now I had to pay for a week and then got 10 days free. So that came out, that was in a double room, that came out to like, originally it was $320, and then I had to send another $280. So it came out to around $600 for my entire stay, meals included, lunch, breakfast, dinner, snacks in between. I don't eat meat, so again, that was like a little weird for me, but I felt comfortable there. All the medication was there. Some of the medication, or like things that you might need to take on top of the stuff you already have, is separate. Like, some girls had to buy the like kind of like a Tylenol extra strength, but when you get your massages. I didn't start taking that until 3 days after my massages, and I don't even know why I took it, because I just felt like it's not necessary unless you're really in pain. So you can opt out of that, or you can request it. They'll buy it for you, and then you just pay them when it gets to the house. Other than that, I didn't really spend extra money. I only brought $5,100 with me, and I came back with about an extra $300. I ended up tipping the people, so I mean, you can bring however much you want. What did you look for when choosing a doctor in place? So I did not look at any other doctor at all. Like, years ago I was looking at Fisher and Dr. Miami, but it was just searching, whatever. This time around, I did not look at any doctor. I just know one of my friends went to Ortega, and I loved her results. We have similar body frames, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go to him, whatever. That's how I like to conduct business, but everyone's different. I mean, you can go into depth on every doctor. I just was okay with him being double board certified in the US. No deaths that I know of, that I couldn't even find anything. How did you feel emotionally before and after the transformations? So I thought it was gonna be like my breast reduction, where I was like so emotional about it, but I feel like it's different when you have something and you take it away versus when you don't have anything and you gain it. So I never had a booty, so me having one now, I feel like, yeah, there's like a tension when you walk on the street, but it just, I don't know, I just feel like I look good, I feel good, and I'm okay with that. So I feel good about it. Would you recommend the private room with bathroom or shared room? Originally I wanted to do the private room, but the private room didn't count towards the package deal, so I had a shared room with one other roommate. And again, it just depends on who your roommate is. Like I had two good roommates both times, and some people don't have good roommates, so it honestly just depends on the recovery house and the group of girls you're with. It could be Bad Girls Club, or it could be, you know, like church trip vibes, like everyone loves each other. So how did the holes heal, and any recommendation, like cream recommendations for scars? I always use like vitamin E oil and stuff. Oh, and then you're also gonna have to buy the calendula cream for your massages, so that's a separate charge, but it wasn't that expensive. As far as for scars, I mean, I'm just very holistic. I like vitamin E oils, you know, just very natural stuff, and it'll heal on its own. I mean, like, you can't like force it, and it depends on your body. The holes did, like the ones down here and the ones in the back, the masseuse would like poke them open with like this little plastic thing. If they did close, and my body happened to close them pretty quickly, so by the end, maybe like the 7th day of my massages, she had to kind of like poke them open. And then as soon as I got back to New York, they were kind of closed. So this might be a silly question, but is your body still soft where the fat was added in? So it was hard as a rock, like for a good 4 weeks. Maybe I would say like maybe a month and a half in, it kind of started softening gradually. But even now, if I touch like the middle of my bum, it's still a little like swollen, but not, it doesn't hurt. It's just like you can tell like it's something's healing there. And my sides were super hard, like, oh my god, they were so hard. Now it's like really soft, and I can like massage my stomach without feeling like it's sore. How quick was the recovery? You look fire. Thank you. Recovery, I mean, you don't technically fully heal for like 6 months to a year. So now I feel good. I can like put my Faja on without like, ow, this hurts. Showering, if I massage my stomach, it doesn't hurt. Recovery, it just depends on your body, to be honest. How soon after are you able to sit on your butt? I didn't start sitting on my butt literally until like a week ago. I bring my pillow everywhere with me, and if I'm flying, I bring my pillow. Now driving, unless I'm driving a short distance, I will sit on my pillow. I still don't sleep on my back yet. I don't sleep on my side because I'm paranoid. So I'm still sleeping on my stomach. But yeah, I'm like a little paranoid still. I'm going next month. Any recommendations on what to take? Honestly, a lot of the stuff you can get at the Dollar Tree. However, the Pampers and the bed pads, I got a few from the Dollar Tree, but they're not that big. They're like the doggy wee wee pads. They're not that big, so you might have to get them over there, and you will probably have to get the long, they're like jumbo Mean Girls size, like heavy flow shit. Like, you might have to get them over there because I've never seen them here. So a lot of stuff you can get there. The cream you're gonna have to get there. Other than that, I mean, I brought Tylenol, I brought arnica gel. I didn't even use that. A lot of stuff I didn't even use, to be honest. I brought way more clothes, a whole bunch of underwear. Didn't even use it because you're commando most of the time, and your faja, the flap moves over for you to piece because you're not going to be taking off your faja all the time. Are you going to consistently work out to maintain the body you have? Of course. I really need to like start doing squats or something, because I don't know, I noticed like little baby cellulite, which is fine, I don't mind it, but I want to start working out and keep my stomach flat. So do I see a difference? I definitely see a difference already. This question is back like in October, so I definitely see a difference. My stomach is, now that the swelling's down, I feel smaller. Like, I look like I lost so much weight. My shape is awesome. Like that was my biggest concern. I just wanted to make sure I had a shape and a nice little bum. How much was the travel? So originally, because Spirit was the only airlines flying, I spent $180 on a one-way, and then I used my Sky Miles to come back. Are you happy with your results? Do you wish you guys got a larger or smaller butt? So at first I was like, oh my god, it's shaped nicely, but there's not that much projection. I was like really nervous about it. But then 2 months later, the swelling went down and my butt started forming its shape. I guess because obviously I'm always in my Faja, even though I did go on vacation like a month after, and like I just felt like my body was swelling up when I was not in my Faja. But I will say, like, at first I wanted, like, oh darn it, I wish you would have made it bigger, but I'm okay with it. Would you get more done to your body, or do you have plans to? I kind of want implants, but I'm just gonna wait until I have kids. I do want to get my nose shaved down right here. I don't want to touch like anything else, just this part. But I kind of want to do that in Turkey. There's nothing else I would really do, to be honest, unless I need another round of lipo, but I don't think I'm gonna need that right now, so I'm just gonna wait till I have kids, to be honest, because you know, we don't got lipo money just like that to be throwing around. So how many oxygen chamber sessions did you do? So included in my package, if I stayed at the recovery house, you get 3 oxygen chamber trials, and then you get 10 free massages. Nothing about it was hard to the point that I would be like, that was such a hard experience. Like, I don't know, like I didn't feel like it was that difficult. I just felt like it was more of, we're gonna get through it. Like, just count down the days. Okay, this week I feel good, I can get through next week, and now I can get to the week after that without feeling like I never want to do this again. But that's just how I take most things in life. I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe I think flying back was probably the most annoying part of the whole thing, definitely. Was the pain pressure like the breast reduction or more painful? See, I thought it was gonna be like my breast reduction, but that was a little different just because it was more of my arms. That was hard to do things. Obviously I need my arms every day, but having your whole abdomen and your back feeling like it's on, not, yeah, like it felt like it was on fire. Even sometimes I wake up and like just the pressure, it feels like it was numb. And then when you, probably the lipo was, it wasn't even the butt part, it's more of the lipo, because this is such a tender area. I know you guys are probably tired of seeing my ass on Instagram, but you know, I'm just a little excited because I didn't have one. So yeah. I have my board in right now. Oh, and I also, this Faja, okay, so also your Fajas, you get a stage 1 and stage 2. Mine were both a size large, but the fabric of the Faja are totally different. One is a little softer, the next one is a little more coarse. I ended up buying this one, which is a size medium, right before I left. I didn't get into this until I was like I would say like a month post-op. So this was hard to get on. I was just like, oh my god, this is not gonna fit, it's not gonna get over my thighs, it's not gonna get over my butt, like I don't understand, I got the wrong size. I was obviously still swollen. I am in it now, and I started on row 1, and then I jumped to like 3 maybe like in a few days, and then I noticed it started getting, you know, loose, so I got it taken in. I've spoke to multiple people about getting Fajas taken in. You don't want to just take it to anybody, because one, they might take it in and will cut the sides, and then you can't go back, or you can't ever take it out. Once you cut the fabric, obviously it's over for that. So I got mine taken in, and I got it 2 inches on each side. And you see how so you're only taking it in from the waist pretty much. You're not touching anything down your leg. So you see how she kind of sewed it. She sewed the excess fabric down. That way obviously it's not bulky when you're wearing something. And if I ever want to take it in again, which I have to go do this week because I still feel like it's not as tight anymore. Like before it was like uncomfortable. Now I feel comfortable in it, so I need to get it taken in. Now she can just undo this, take it in more, sew it back down again. So this is 4 inches on 4 inches in total. What is a waist? Oh my god. What is that? This is the end of the Q&A. Of course, if you have more questions, definitely just put it down below or send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. Just reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer all questions.